Hello, good morning. My name is R.A. Nathaniel, Department of Zoology. Today we are going to discuss about Lamarckism. Lamarck is a person who introduced the word biology. The word biology introduced by Lamarck, not father of biology. The word biology is introduced by Lamarck. That means he used the word biology for the first time. Lamarck's theory of evolution was published in the book Philosophie Zoologique in the year 1809. He published a book Philosophie Zoologique. His theories explained in this book Philosophie Zoologique. So, Lamarckism is defined as the changes in the structure or functions of any organ acquired during the life or during the lifetime of an individual in response to changes in the surrounding environment, which are inherited by its offsprings and keep on adding up over a period of time. So, theory of inheritance of acquired characters means changes in the structure or functions of any organ that changes acquired during the lifetime, which will not comes at the time of birth. This changes occurs in the structure or function during its lifetime of an individual in response to changes in their surrounding environment. So when surrounding environment changes, according to the changes in the surrounding environment, organism show changes in structure or function of any organ in the body, and that changes pass to their offsprings, so that adding these changes over a period of time. The main propositions or assumptions of Lamarckism are inheritance of internal vital force, effect of environment and new needs, use and disuse of organs, and inheritance of acquired characters. We'll see internal vital force. Living organisms and their parts tend to increase in size continuously due to internal vital force. So when internal vital force causes increase in the size of the organs or their parts of the organism continuously, that is mainly due to internal vital effects of environment and new needs. The environment influences all types of organisms. A change in environment bring about changes in the organisms. When environmental changes occurs, according to the changes in the environment, organisms also show changes to survive in the changed environment. It gives rise to new needs. New needs requires to the organism in the changed environment. So new needs desire produce new structures and changes habits of the organism. So habits of the organism will change due to new structures. Use or disuse of organs. If an organ is used continuously and constantly, it will tend to become highly developed. When organism using a specific organ in their body, that organ will show more development. So that is developed organ due to using. Disuse results in its degeneration. When organism not using any organ in the body, that organ may be degenerated in some generations. Inheritance of acquired characters. Inheritance. See, modifications which are acquired, that means due to change in the environment, new needs result in the formation of new structures. That new structures we can tell modifications. So that modifications which are acquired during the lifetime of an individual, that modifications are inherited by its offspring. So modifications which are occurred, that modifications are inherited by its offspring. So it means changes are cumulative over a period of time. So over a period of time, changes which accumulation of changes result in the new organisms or formation of new species.
Lamarck explained using neck of giraffe, ancestors of giraffe. See, ancestors of giraffe bearing a small neck and small forelimbs. When they had to stretch their necks and forelimbs in order to eat leaves from the trees. So here we can observe ancestors of giraffe have small forelimbs and small neck. So when grass is not available over the ground, it started to stretch its neck to forage leaves from the long plants. When over generations, slightly long neck is evolved and the long forelimbs also develop. So this long neck acquired during its life to adapt to the environment. So that's why this character is explained as an acquired character. Same way, he observed some aquatic birds like developed webbed feet for constant skimming and swimming. See, we can observe between the toes a web is developed. So this web developed due to constant living in the aquatic medium. That's why web developed. That web helpful for swimming and skimming in the aquatic medium. So that is also acquired character because we cannot observe the web in the terrestrial birds. So due to living in the aquatic medium, due to that environment in that aquatic medium, they developed a web between the toes. So that is also acquired character inherited from parents to its offsprings over generations from generation to generation, like that he explained. Same way, eyes in the cave dwelling animals. Generally, cave dwelling animals always living in dark environment. Under that dark environment, they do not use eyes. That eyes sensation may last or eyes completely reduced. See, reduced in moles because they live in underground. So under that dark environment, they do not use that ice. That's why ice will be reduced or non-functional in the cave dwelling animals which are living in dark environment. See here, we cannot observe ice in the cave dwelling animals like this animal. See, in some snakes, ancestors of snakes have four limbs. We can observe four limbs in the ancestors of snakes. That four limbs generally not used by the snakes because these are creepers. So that creeping mode of locomotion, four limbs are not used by that snakes mostly due to elongated body. So that four limbs slowly reduced and disappear in the earth. So this is example for disuse of organs. So snake four limbs, that snake four limbs completely disappear in these snakes. So like muscles of ear pinna muscles which are functional in rabbit, dog, elephant because it receives sound waves from the surroundings, but which are not functional in human beings. These are disuse. So disuse of organs not functioning. So these are used the which receive sound waves in their surroundings. So that muscles of ear pin are highly developed in this rabbit, dog, elephant, but not developed, not functional in the human beings. We cannot show the movement of our muzzle or our ear pinna, but a rabbit, dog, elephant, which can show movement and which can receive impulses. So like you can observe some examples taken by the Lamarck to explain his theory. So for this Lamarck theory, some objections arise. The objections of Lamarckism mainly proposed by August Weismann using germplasm theory. So germplasm theory explained by August Weismann to disprove Lamarckian theories or Lamarckian concepts. See, August Weismann conducted decarnalization experiments on rats. So decarnalization experiment, removing tails. So tail he removed, decarnalization, removing tails and crossing between two decarnalized rats, male and female decarnalized rats. But next generation rats appearing. So like he observed about 18 to 21 experiments. Even after 21 experiments, he observed rat offsprings contains tails. That means this explained that somatic cells do not transfer the characters. Germ cells only can transfer the characters. Somatoplasm do not transfer characters. Only germplasm only can transfer characters. Like that he explained. See, and proposed that the bodies of all living organisms possess somatoplasm, germplasm. If any change occurs in the somatoplasm, it will not transfer to the next generation. If changes occurs in the somatoplasm, that changes do not transfer, will not transfer to the next generation. According to Weismann germplasm theory, he explained he observed, experimentally observed in the decolonization experiment. But if any changes occurs in the germplasm, it will be inherited to the next generation. Example, well-developed muscles of athlete. Athlete have strong muscles. Even that strong, well-developed muscles do not inherit, which are not inherited to their children. Even well-developed muscles of athlete have children with weak muscles present in their children. So like he observed that. Same way, making perforations to the pinna, ear pinna for wearing ornaments. Most of the traditions in India, they make perforations or pores to wear ornaments. So that pores, perforations will not inherit. See, however, no girl child is born with the ready-made perforations therein. That means these characters, when somatoplasm can able to transfer the characters, these characters also should transfer, but we cannot observe these characters. That's why he said that somatoplasm do not transfer the characters and disprove the Lamarckian concepts. But after Neo-Lamarckism proposed by the Neo-Lamarckianists to support the Lamarckian concepts. So to support the Lamarckian concepts like Copeland, Osborne, Packard and Herbert Spencer, etc., they tried to explain the Lamarckian theory on a more scientific basis. They tried to explain like every somatoplasm or somatic cells also can transfer the characters. Like when somatoplasm changes occurs in the somatic cells, that changes reach to the germ cells through the blood circulation. Germ cells transfer the characters. Like that, Neo-Lamarckism explains and support Lamarckian concepts. You can see that. See, they considered that adaptations are universal. Every organism should adapt to the changed environment to survive. That's why that adaptations are universal. Organisms acquire structures due to their adaptations to the changed environmental conditions. So if environment is changed, to change the environment, some needs requires to survive in that and changed environmental conditions. That needs, we can tell, new structures are developed. That new structures, we can tell, adaptation organs. So that new structures may inherit by sending somatic cells that to the germ cells. See that they explain that they argue that external conditions stimulate the somatic cells to produce some secretions. So which cells are somatic cells which are present in that structures which may produce some secretions. That means that external conditions stimulate the somatic cells to produce some secretions. These secretions reach to germ cells or sex cells through blood circulation. So that germ cells can transfer characters. Like that, Neo-Lamarckism explains such variations are inherited by the offspring. So like Neo-Lamarckism explained in a more scientific way by supporting Lamarckian concepts. See, Paul Kammerer. Paul Kammerer observed the development of normal eyes and skin color In the cave-dwelling salamander, Proteus anguinus, when exposed to daylight. Generally, this Proteus anguinus is a cave-dwelling animal. Due to living in the dark environment, cave dwellers mostly they do not show any skin color, pale color we can observe. In the same way, eyes also not developed. So, development of normal eyes, development of normal skin. That means when sun exposed to their body, pigmentation is developed. Their eyes also becomes functional or normal when it living out from the cave dwelling or out from the dark environment. So they developed that observed by the Paul camera to explain the Lamarckian concept. So somatic characters are passed on the next generation. Like he supported, explained using a organism Proteus anguinus. So like Lamarckian concepts explained again by some other scientists in Neo-Lamarckism.